Okay, it's the next day. I'm just here working on the header. As you can see behind me, well, you probably can't really see, but I got a line up there. And I think I'm gonna build like a little shelf and actually set the header up and mark it. But the thing is the header was kind of doing this number. It was like 8.25, and then it was like 8.5. And then like I would try to tweak it. And then the further I looked at it, I'll show you. The further I looked at it, I noticed it was this little bit of plywood. It actually sticks up if you look like this way. It actually sticks up like a eighth or a little more than an eighth. So anyways, I'm just gonna cut it off flush and then put this board back on and probably use screws. So that's what I've been working on so far. I'll do that, and then if I gotta cut a new one, I will. Then I'll put it up on a shelf, which is essentially just a 2x4 sticking off the side underneath the wires on each side. I'll put two of those, set it up, literally mark it. And then I'm gonna try to leave the plywood in place and all the siding and take like a 6 or 7 inch blade of a Sawzall blade and cut it like that. Whether I gotta shorten the blade. I was looking, like, I know they obviously make the shorter blades. Seen them around, I haven't seen them yet today. Anyways, if I gotta shorten one of my 1-foot blades, I'll do that. I got some old ones, but yeah, essentially I would just shorten this to the length of a 2x8, you know. Maybe I don't even have to, but it's just nice to do that. That way it's not jamming into the wall when it's. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm just gabbing now, so I'll actually get some work done, and that way I can get some clips for you guys to see. So yeah, I am stoked for this. It's going good. I gotta still scrounge up some concrete. There's some here, but I want to have like way more than I need because I've poured shit and ran short, and then like that's so shitty. But anyways, that's for another day. I could actually show you it, but anyways, you don't even want to see it. It just looks like garbage. All right, I'm gonna get a clip of me using this planer. I got it pretty good, but I can see where I can get it better. So anyways, I'll get a clip of a planer, a hand planer. I never use them, so it's sick to be able to use it. Okay, this one's pretty old and beat up. There's the blade on it, so there's a little nub left. Let's see. It's just barely nicking it. But we got the newbie right here, man. This thing hasn't been ran yet. Look at that blade, bro. Do not get caught on that thing, bro. That thing is wicked sharp steel. So I'll wear gloves. I'll be extra careful, but let's go ahead and see how this one runs. Sure, it'll be way better than this old girl. She's on her last leg. The blade, the thing is you can practically pick up a new one for the price of a, you know what I mean? Couple blades. But let's see. Gotta set the depth. Yeah, let's see what that does. Oh, this thing purrs, man. She runs smooth. I like that. I gotta like hold it up a little. You know what? Let's go, I'll go not so deep. I'm gonna unplug it normally, but first you loosen it. I haven't used one in forever, man. Let's try that. Fresh blade, man, it cuts like butter. Okay. Let me try to hit the plywood a little more. All right, let's see how that looks. gotta get 2 more screws. Oh, it split. I knew I should have drilled a different hole. I went through an existing hole. All right, that sucks. Let's drill out the last one. Okay, let's go. Okay, there's a split there. Let's try right about that board. This one's got actually a little split action down there. Go right here, because the block's gonna sit there. Oh, I'm gonna go at an angle. Oh. Okay. That's only 2.5. That's not much. Let's run it. Oh, how about the fresh bit? Will that one fit? Yeah. Okay, looks like it's spinning. I'm gonna get a couple more screws in there. It's pretty good for now. I can already tell it's sitting flat, so anyways, that's all I wanted. Before, the board before was twisted. This one corner, this corner right here, it was like twisted one way or the other, like flared up, and I could just tell like it's just too warped for my likings for a header. Like this thing's nice and flat, it barely has a roll to it or anything. So, and it's just pressure treated, it is what it is. I mean, I looked everywhere. I didn't have like a regular 2x8. I just had like old or new pressure treated. So I went with the old pressure treated that was actually the Jack or King stud or whatever from before. Now when you measure it, before it was 8.5 and 8.25, and you could tweak it like this. So we trimmed it, remember we trimmed the top of these, the plywood mainly. That made it sit flatter. We got a board that didn't have a, twerk or twist in it. And now we got a nice even 8.25 down in the middle. 8.25. 8.25. Okay, so we're in good shape. Before, that was too much. This is fine. There might be an 1/8 of an inch difference somewhere's in there. That's okay. Before, that was way, I didn't like that. So let's keep going. Yep, so I sawed it off. That way I can get in there. It already has this guard, so I lose that much. So it doesn't make the last like 3/4 inch, which honestly is kind of good. So that's thick. I can now finish making those cuts. I'm taking my time because I want them to be exact and like very nice and level. And this is what's the deal is the easiest way would have been to take off the siding all the way up to the top and then take the plywood. So I would have been stuck going all the way up to the top of that piece of plywood with the siding, obviously, to get the board off. There's no point to cut, 3 inches. Yeah, you get it. So anyways, I would have ended up having to do that just to make my cuts that way. So I like the way I'm doing it. It's a little slower, but this way I won't have to dick with the however many rows of siding and taking the plywood off. Like that's not much work, but I don't know. It'll just be decent to not, the less I can disturb, the better, unless it's mandatory, I'm going to try not to do it. So yeah, that's what I got so far. You can see this will pop right out. That little stubby blade I cut down, it only goes to like there. So I'll have to cut the rest with something, but still, that's really good. I might just see if I can find another Sawzall because I'll show you, man. I got one more cut I still got to make there, and I guess I got to complete that one. This one goes 2 blocks. So, this one I hit with a skill saw like halfway. So anyways, I'll just show you something real quick. This right here, it just finally like jammed up. So I can't, one, it won't go down all the way. That's kind of like a hazard when I'm using it. 2, now I can't get it because it was on its last leg. So what I've probably done is rotated it too far in there, whatever the clasp is or whatever mechanism is. So now I can't unclasp it, but also clasp it back so it's not exposed. Like, see what I mean? You can't, it's just stuck. So I'll have to play around with it. Point being is now this guard's I cut too much off because, again, I cut it for like this one where it goes right flush. So that's why, how come I lack there. So anyways, I could try to ditch this guard, but also I can try, I think I know where one more Sawzall or whatever it is, or reciprocating saw. It has a bunch of names, but I hadn't used Sawzall like this in ages, but this thing is adjustable. I was going to go take it off and I realized, oh, it goes out further. So I set it out further. There's that much exposed. There you have it. There's a 2x8. So anyways, we just come off of it a little bit and it's like the exact. So I'll try that. I'm still glad I made the stubby blade because on the other ones, like the DeWalt ones, like that one, battery or corded, it'll be like the perfect fit for it. So I'll still, I mean, I saved it to use for stuff like that. Also, somewhere there's the actual short ones that are like a 6 or an 8-inch blade. I don't know where. And I found another pack of like the foot-long blades. But it's whatever. That's how it goes. Hey, they'll be around the next time we need them. Let's go. I found a fresh blade. I was getting coming across some issues up here. I was like on my last leg, like, oh man, I'm all out of water. But yeah, that little piece there, it's like split. So it's like bouncing when you're trying to work on it. So you really can't cut it. And then I looked in my box and I guess I had this guy and I had one other one. It's a freshie. This is going to definitely help. Yeah, that's pretty annoying, but this is what I chose to do instead of taking the plywood off. That's the hardest section because it was the 2 blocks. These are like nothing, dude. This thing's ready to, and I can practically rip it out by hand. Those, yeah, they're nothing, dude. So I'm not worried about it. And it's just the 1 block on the end. That's it. Thank Frig for the freshies. This one. I like this one. It's got teeth on all 3 angles. But yeah, thank goodness. The last little bit, like I said, that last like 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, I had to cut. Rerun these. Disconnect them and rerun them, but I don't have to. So anyways, that's where we're at. When I get these all back together, I'll do some bracing on it, whether it's metal or whatever it is. I'll do something, but I'm not worried about it. I'm going to stop here for tonight. I'll resume tomorrow. It's coming along. I'll be happy to get it all this next phase. Once I get that header in and the 2 side studs or whatever, the king studs and the jack studs, I'll be pretty content. I had a day off. I'm back here laboring at it again today. Things are going good. I got my first board cut behind me. I'll show you it right there. We're tapping it in. We want that nice, tight, snug fit where it's practically pushing up on that stud there. And I'm sure I'll brace the side. Yeah, it's like 45, damp as hell today. We're sprinkling off and on all afternoon. It has been. I got a late start, but it is what it is. So I'm just gonna go at it for a good segment here. I hope to get the header and the jack studs and everything. That 1 king stud should be in here pretty soon. But yeah, let's go ahead. I'll get a clip of me getting it in there. What I gotta do is, I wanna keep that nice snug fit. So right there, I'm just gonna trim a little section. It's not wanting to go over into its spot there. So yeah, I'll just trim it with the ice oscillating tool. That way we got a nice snug fit. It's pretty much all the way in. Bottom's no issue, just the top. So yeah, I took that nice fresh blade. I cut just like that way, and then a little bit, and yeah, perfect. She's all ready. She'll go in real nicely for me. Okay, just the bottom. Dub check our top. Alright, I'm cool with it. I'll do something to kind of tack it in place. It might not really be able to get tacked until I have the next stud on the side of it. I'm sure this won't fit, but we'll get it up there on my shelf. It's a good, oh geez, 60 pound, 50 pound probably. It's not too heavy, but it's definitely not light. We got 2 screws in right here for my foot. Okay, that's right, we want to go. Okay, we got it on the old shelf. Now from here, we got to see how we want to fit. I'm pretty sure we'll have to trim some. Oh, you. And that's not a bad thing. Okay, that's okay. So now we know, hey, we gotta trim some. So we'll go ahead and get it all trimmed with the ice oscillating tool, and let's do it little by little because I want a nice snug fit for this header to live up there. So yeah, that's that, man. This stuff's slow. You just gotta be patient, take your time, dude. Don't get frustrated, don't worry. And remember, this is gonna be for like 30 years. So it's okay to spend some time on something, dude. It's gonna be there for like 30 years. You know, you get what I mean? Like, that's what I always remind myself whenever I'm getting like, oh, this is taking forever. Oh, geez, this feels like it's never gonna be done. Oh, geez, am I going so slow, dude? It's like worthless. No, dude, I'm not worthless. You're not worthless. This isn't worthless. It's all for something. It all has worth. Take your time, believe in yourself, and you can get through just about anything. I take that back, anything. Take that planer, hand planer, just plane the corner just to get it through. Like in the back, it's at the right length. In the front, it's not, if that makes sense. I planed off like not even 1/4 of an inch. Just in like the last, like, you know, that much of the header, and just in the back corner. So we're gonna see what that does. We'll see. If not, we'll keep adjusting. Oh, that is close, fam. It's all right. We're gonna plane off a little more. Yeah, she was an absolute to get in. I just had to keep cutting it, but it is what it is, fam. So once we get it in, I'm using the mini sledge and I'm using the block. Once I get that in, we might have to shim it. And this has been haunting me my whole life. My old nickname when I was like real young, like young 20s, was Shimmin' Vin. That's right, Shimmin' Vin. Yeah, I would just say, fucking cut it and we'll shim it. Whatever it was, dude, it didn't matter. And yeah, that was like my method for everything. I've come a long way since then, but dude, I figured I'd just share that with you. You know, yeah, everyone, you got to start somewheres, and it's okay to be shitty at something as long as you're gonna like stick it out and keep trying and bettering yourself. That's really all that matters. And whatever it is, you will overcome it. So anyways, I'm gonna keep going. This header's almost in there, fam. Little nub of a screw up there that's like bent over. Alright, I might have to do it with a shingle bar. Alright, so that's it. Technically she is in. She's not screwed off yet. I'm gonna go ahead and take a level to it and see. I mean, yes, we have some little gapers there, but it does touch on all of them. So anyways, that's okay. Now we do the rest of it. We shim it, whatever we got to add in, some cedar shakes, whatever. Yep. So where she sits is very, very close to level. I'm going to leave it like that. That's fine. Over here, you know what I mean? All you got to do is stay in between those lines, and that's very acceptable. Point being is leave it the way it is, and I just shim. Wherever there's gaps, you just shim with the cedar shakes up there, right there. We'll put some screws. I'll probably do smaller screws that way. Yeah, I literally just put one straight, tacked there. There, that one. That one right there is toe-nailed. Just the two for now. So probably go down and start building forms. How about that? We got another working shelf up here. So now we got double the storage up here. Yeah, next part's really boring. That's like the old sealant from the pressure treated board that was set in there. So I'm gonna clean that all up is what I'm getting at before I build the forms, and like on the sides there, I'm gonna clean up. So we're only going up 8 inches. That's not much, dude. We're only going up like that much. I'll probably go 8 inches from there. So it'll end up being more like 9 inches. Yeah, that's what it looks like, the scraps. Here's another pile of the scraps. See the construction adhesive right here. I wore these the whole time. Definitely if you're taking like a chisel or whatever, any sort of like bar and hammer to it, always remember to wear protection, preferably completely closed like this, because I've worn them where they were just like safety glasses, and they've gone, because at the angle they've gone like that and came very close to getting me in the eye. I just heard a story not that long ago. Someone was doing something very similar to this, and it like shot either a piece of metal or a piece of concrete, just like the perfect piece, and it he's about blind in the eye. Just always wear the eye protection. It's really not worth it. I wanted to bring up, so there's a skateboarding DIY channel, and what they do is they build, and it's lots of concrete builds, and it'll be like on top of an existing foundation, or like a foundation and then like a cement wall, or like a foundation and then sitting right behind it would be like a Jersey barrier. Like say just like this, there's a bigger gap than that, and then or it'll be like against the wall. Well, point being is they tie into it, and he just is like perfecting his methods, and so he gets like a really nice tie-in, and he takes like a grinder wheel and he like grinds lines in here, and he uses like some special bonding stuff that you put in with the mix. And he does some other stuff too. Well, anyways, I'm going to try to replicate at least some of that. See, what I was going to do too was like drill in here and then put like a rebar. Got it all cleaned up. The forms will be real easy. Kind of like a mini wall and a mini wall on the other side. And then just a piece of plywood that butts right up on each corner, just butts up to it. So anyways, I'm going to get to it. I got to just kind of map this out. Okay, these were so dirty. I just cleaned them both off. I'm gonna open it up and sneak a board right through here. 2 boards, 2 2x6s to build like little footer walls. 2 of them for the forms. Okay, we got them in. I'll go ahead and slide them through and go ahead and close that window off. All right, I want to get a clip of what I got so far. So yeah, I just got on the side, and then I tie in up there with 2 screws and 2 screws. Same thing on the other side. 2 screws, 2 screws. Strip of plywood. I think it's like 9.5. Those are 6.5, sitting on 1.5 inches plus 1.5 inches. Yeah, so 9.5, because this pad is 1.5 inches right there. That's actually 1.5 inches. It's hard to see, but yeah, it's 1.5 inches higher than this pad. So that's why this is 9.5 out there. It'll be 8, and then the step up will be fine. Anyways, we'll get there when we get there. These got to get screwed in, and then we put one on top, and that's this side of the form. And then we'll do something very similar on the other side. I'll have to secure it like on the inside or something like that. We'll get there when we get there, but it's not much cement, so I'm not worried about it. I'll screw those in, and I might just stop there tonight, or maybe I'll just cut that last one, and I'll probably have to grab like one more 2x6 to make that other form, which is fine. And we got the plywood right there. It's 48 inches. It's got 2 factory edges, so that's cool. I already cut, like I said, the one strip 9.5. The other one I think will be probably exactly 8. Yeah, I think exactly 8. And then of course we'll run a level across or whatever we got to do. It's coming along. Okay, so there we have it. We got the top plate on it. It was, yeah, what the heck? I can't even remember. It was like 42.5 or something, dude. I'm drawing a blank. I'm actually pretty beat now. It just hit me. But she's all level. She's level that way. And this was just like a happy accident. Let's see. So if you look, it's like, it's level that way, but what would have been the bottom to go out a little bit. So if anything, it's a little bit wider at the bottom, if that makes sense. Like it's ever so slightly, but anyways, it's just ever so slightly a little fatter at the bottom technically. And we're talking about like a 32nd of an inch. We're not talking much here, But if anything, that's kind of a good thing. And yeah, this side's looking good. That's everything. I'm gonna leave that for the night. It's secured today. Honestly, just the way it is, I think that's all. Like, I don't think this thing... Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I pulled it a little bit, sure, but if I'm not worried about it. The other one should fly together. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all the old subscribers. And yeah, just you guys are all legends. Thank you for watching. Yeah, there's more to come. Lots more to build here and build above. So more to come. Keep an eye out for it. Peace.